Okay, today I'm taking a look at the VEVOR hospital bed. So it looks like everything's well packed. We're all bagged up. Don't have to worry about any nastiness getting on this. Sweet. I'm going to be honest, I thought this was going to be a lot harder. So it rolls super smooth. I was under the assumption I was going to have to do a lot of assembly on this thing, but it looks like it's already ready to go. So we'll have to attach the top and the bottom guards. So guards like this, I got them over there in the box. And it looks like our IV bar. So we do have instructions. It looks like we can put the IV pole in any corner, so whichever is going to be the most convenient. Okay, so here's our foot guard. It is a nice, fairly light piece of material. It's almost like a baby changing station. You can see we got a couple of hooks right here, and then we have a spring lock to hold that in place. So that is just going to sit on these pins here on the bottom. And that is our bottom. I do appreciate that we got grab handles all over the place on here, so if we need to wheel the patient around, we can actually do that. I also really like this mechanism. There's just a little switch right here on the bottom. Pop that out. It drops down. It even has a nice soft close on it. Pull it up, locks it in. That is nice. The next thing I have to say I really like about it are these gigantic casters. Those look like 5-inch casters. Those things are huge and they're rubber coated. And we got this great big stop right here. So the reason that's important is because if you have to go over a crack, like right here you can see I got an expansion crack in the garage. It just rolls right over it. No problem at all. And you can see it rolls very well. But fortunately we got these gigantic locks on here so we can pop those guys down and that will hold it in place. Really like seeing that. And easy enough to operate. That is nice. I want to take those casters and put them on everything. That is a really nice caster. So the two casters on the back, these are the ones that lock. The ones in the front do not lock. You don't have to worry about if somebody else decided to lock all four of them. You have to go around the entire thing to find out all the ones that are locked. Right where you see the patient, there's two in the front. You can unlock it, and you can roll the guy out. These are incredible casters. Okay, they kind of got it wound up a little bit in here for shipping. And we got our power plug. So I do like that it has this built-in holder. So if we need to move our patient around, we can just take this guy, wind it right up, and that won't be a problem. So it looks like for the top of the bed we got the same thing, and it also looks like I may have put this on wrong. There's a top and the bottom. This one has a spot for our patient sheet. So this one's probably going to go on the bottom where the doctor's going to see it. There we go. So it looks like those are interchangeable. So I'm going to drop the IV pole right there. Then our hangers are just going to slide together, and that will sit on top. Oh, that's nice. And then we got these drainage hangers. You can just click onto the frame right here anywhere that you need them. That's it. I mean, that's the whole frame assembled. That was too easy. I was expecting this to take like 5 hours to put together, but I mean, the hardest part was just taking it out of the crate. As long as you got a crowbar and a hammer, you can do that easy. So here's our mattress. And something I am seeing is we have zippers on all the compartments. So if you ever need to take this foam out and replace it, you can do that. And you can keep this nice topper. Because of course, this is going to be designed for a hospital, so it's not going to allow fluids or anything to penetrate into it. And it's going to be easy to clean up. Cool. So you can see this is in sections. The top right here is sewn, and here, right here, this is sewn on the bottom. It has to be that way because the head needs to be able to lift up. This needs to be able to curl down, etc. So we'll plug this guy in. That is a standard 120 volt plug. So if you need to plug this into a household outlet, you can do that. So here's our controller that is on a pigtail, so you can stretch this guy out if you need to. Let's go up. Oh, nice. So the entire bed does in fact go up and down. Let's get some measurements. The entire length of the bed with the guards on is 89 inches, so 7 feet 5 inches. The length of the mattress is 74 inches, about 74 and a half, so 6 feet 2.5 inches. The full width of the bed is 40 inches, maybe 40 and a half, and the width of the mattress is 35 inches, so just under 3 feet. Right now at the lowest setting, the frame comes up to 17 inches. The top of the mattress is at 23 inches. Let's lift that guy up. And that is nice and slow moving as well, so it's not going to be jarring for the patient. This is important because, especially if you're going to be working on a patient, you want to make sure that you're not breaking your back leaning over trying to work on them. So having the ability to actually lift the whole thing up is a big deal. Okay, the floor to the frame is just under 29 inches, so about 28 3/4, and to the top of the mattress is 35 inches. So this is a pretty comfortable working height. Also, just having the capacity to pop that guy down, give yourself a little bit more room. That is just a really nice bed. We've got tilt. So if we want to encourage blood flow to the head, we can do that. It's got quite a tilt on it. That would put my buddy's truck to shame. Right now we are looking at 12 degrees, 12.1 degrees, so quite a steep angle. Let's see if we go the other way. Okay, and it does look like the bed itself will lift. So I was wondering if it was just going to drop this side and then I have to lift the other side, but it can actually do both sides at once. Okay, and we actually got a little steeper of an angle there. I can't imagine being a patient on an angle like that. Maybe it'd be all right. But we are looking at 13.3 degrees promoting blood flow to the legs. I'm wondering. Yeah, okay, so I'm not necessarily going to know where 0 degrees is, but apparently if I just hold the up key, it is just going to straighten itself out. That is exactly how I want it, so that way even people that don't know this stuff can still operate this bed. I also appreciate that we don't have any interference with any of the mechanisms. We don't have any clanging or anything going on like that. This is a nice quiet bed. So you're in bed, you want to watch some TV, you'll be able to do that. 50 degrees, 60, holy smokes. Okay, we are at 79 degrees. So we're basically looking at a chair right here. So if you just want to completely sit up, maybe, oh, I mean, of course, like eating and that kind of thing. Yeah, you got it. That is a super steep angle. I kind of want this for my room now. But now that we're back here, we can take a look at some of the inner workings. We can see we actually got a full-on gore track here. Looks like our control box is well contained. We've got our electric piston right there, and the wires just kind of hang out the back. So if we really wanted to, we could actually take those wires, swing them under the frame out here. You still want to be careful about that because you don't want them to get pinched into these mechanisms, but the fact of the matter is you could do that if you wanted to. And I wasn't even paying attention. It looks like we actually have degree gauges right here. So there's a little ball sitting on the bottom right now. It's letting us know that is at 0 degrees, and it is letting us know that this is at 80 degrees. So you don't even need special equipment like that little gauge that I had over there. It is actually built into this bed. So something I just noticed in the box, there was this little knob right here. This is actually a nut for our IV pole. So I should have put this on first, then put this on, and then we can screw that guy down. What that's going to allow us to do is we can take this IV pole, we can pull it up or down, and then we can lock it down with that nut. So with that, we got a minimum height of about 33 inches. And if we extend that out, we can get right around 53 inches. So a little over 4 feet. I do also appreciate that spring, so we don't have to worry about that thing crashing down. Cool. So if you need to make somebody, you want to force somebody to do a crutch, you can do that. Okay, wow, that's a remarkably steep angle for that. So for that, on the decline, we're looking at 32 degrees, and on the incline, we're looking at 24 degrees. And we have a button so that we can lower the legs and the back at the same time, or increase them both at the same time. So if you don't want to wait for one or the other, you can do everything all at once. Now here's the really important thing. If somebody needs CPR, they need CPR right now, so we got this CPR button. That is going to flatten everything out. Cool. So everything is straight down now, and it has also lowered the bed. So if you need to actually physically jump on top of the patient, you can do that. So one button CPR mode, that is pretty sweet. I'm curious, can I hit more than one button at a time? Yeah, I can. So I can actually completely reverse that. So now I am lifting the bed and putting in the incline all at once. Let's put everything back flat at this height. There we go. And then if you just want your knees up, find it a little bit more relaxing if you got your knees up while you're laying down, we can also do that by itself. Oh, and I also want to mention, we do have an angle gauge on both sides. So it doesn't matter if you're on the right side or the left side of the patient. So yeah, that is a pretty incredible bed. I think the thing that I'm most impressed about it is just the fact that they were able to send it to me like this. As long as you have a pry bar and a hammer, you can have this thing out of the crate and up and running with a patient on it in about 10 minutes. Also, just the overall look and feel of the thing, like this feels like a super heavy duty bed. I love all the bells and whistles that they put on here. I would be happy to have a bed like that.